Hey you!
Yeah?
Do you want to get some cheap games?
I mean, I guess so.
Then why don't you go over and check out g2a.com, link in the description. Also use code FEAR for a 3% cashback. Okay, enjoy the video. Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Jordan, TheFearRaiser, and here today I'm bringing you a, oh my god, a Let's Get Personal? It's been forever since I've done one of these. Well, before we get into it, I first off would like to let you guys all know about a pretty sweet server called islandmc.com. If you're into Skyblocks, they've got what you need with an awesome looking lobby and a few other cool things too on the server as well. So if you want to check that out or maybe even go on it while you're listening to this video, feel free. But either way, you should totally check it out. Enjoy it when you get the chance and play it with your friends. Alright guys, with that being said, let's get talking. Let us get talking. What am I even saying anymore? I don't even know how to do these anymore, guys. It's been so long since I've done a Let's Get Personal. Now, first off, I want to say I haven't done as many of these because I've actually had a few people in the past come up to me and actually tell me they think that Let's Get Personal isn't a very appropriate show, and I respect people's opinion and stuff, and I can kind of see where they're coming from, but, you know, I don't know, I guess over time it really kind of got me a little sketched about uploading these anymore, because I kind of wasn't sure if maybe I felt like that was true, that these Let's Get Personals are just a little too inappropriate and not really, I don't know, like, it's a really weird topic, and I guess the reason why I've had a few people like this tell me this, like, I guess is because that, I mean, I'm 22, and I know a lot of you guys watching my videos are younger than me. Not all of you, but a good few of you are. And, you know, I guess it's just kind of weird when, you know, like a role model that I am to you guys starts talking to you guys about advice in life and stuff. I don't know, it's weird, okay? I mean, what do you guys think? I'd like your opinion. And I do know I've covered some topics on this series that's kind of edgy, sort of, for, you know, Minecraft content, I guess. But with that being said, you know, I digress. I'm gonna still, you know, do this anyways, just for this episode. And yeah. So first off, if you don't know what Let's Get Personal is, essentially it's the show where you guys send me questions, comments, concerns through the email down in the description below, fear.lgp@hotmail.com. You guys essentially send me questions, things you have and that you're dealing with in life that you want advice for, or situations and stuff like that. And essentially I pick one and I do an episode on it. Now, I'm not going to be showing you guys a Let's Get Personal to cover today because this episode is actually me talking to you guys about something. So, I've gotten a lot of Let's Get Personal emails from you guys, a lot. And I know a lot of you guys really like this series. But, you know, I guess the biggest question I get is, why aren't you answering my email? And that's because I've received thousands of emails, and at least every email, there's 5 to 6 to 10 to 20 other emails of people in the same situation. A lot of these situations have to do with school, bullying, relationships, and stuff like that. And in this episode, I thought I would cover the whole topic of the whole how to get a girlfriend-boyfriend situation and just the relationships in general, because I've gotten so many of them that it's just like I can't answer them all because I'm just gonna keep repeating myself, repeating. So I'm going to bury this question that you guys have been sending me, or these emails, now in this video. So I'm gonna be talking to you guys about a few things and also just my personal advice to you guys. So first off, I want to say this right now. If you're below 15, okay? If you're younger than 15, I really don't think, and this is my opinion, I really don't think you should be looking for a girlfriend or boyfriend yet. Because, well, you guys are still pretty young, and, you know, you're still kids, and you should be living life, and, you know, enjoying yourselves, enjoying your childhood. I'll tell you this right now, I didn't have a girlfriend when I was 15. I had a girlfriend when I was 16. Oh, yeah. But you get it. Having having a girlfriend or a boyfriend really early when you're young, you shouldn't. You just shouldn't. It's just not. You should just enjoy your childhood while you can. I just figured I'd say this right now. You don't have to listen to me at all. I just had a crazy voice crack. You don't have to listen to me at all. But of course, this is my opinion. I just thought I'd throw it out there. But yeah, so, and because I know a lot of my audience is kind of young, I want to say for anybody who's around my age or, at high school or in high school, I'm trying to group this advice universally. So for like everybody, kind of not just for the old, like anyone who's older or younger. So try to bear with me. And yeah, so first off, with advice, okay? With advice I got for you guys, in my experience, you should probably start off as a friend. You don't want to force anything, okay? And, the other thing too is that if it's pretty obvious the person doesn't want to get with you or is not interested in you, you do not want to be creepy, okay? And try and force that, okay? So first off with the friends thing, I personally think it's always good to start off to get to know the person that you like, because, well, what other point would there be to getting with them? I mean, you obviously want to know more about them and stuff. And I don't think you want to be just too forward either. I really feel like you've got to ease your way in. You've got to get to know them, be friendly with them and stuff. And, just kind of so you're both comfortable with each other. So that way, you don't just step up to a guy or a girl and you're like,
Yo, I like you. Be my boyfriend. Be my girlfriend.
You don't want to be too forward like that, It's just, it makes people uncomfortable and stuff. And you also don't want to be, you don't want to go up and be like,
Hey, girl. You looking good.
Like, you don't want to be creepy like that, okay? You just gotta, I personally think you should just kind of start off as like a friend or something. But yeah, you don't want to force any of this, and it's not gonna look good. So there you go. That's already a good bit of advice there. And, a lot of people are gonna say, but what about the friend zone? Guys, the friend zone isn't real. You want to know what the friend zone is? The friend zone is just essentially people's way of labeling what happens when they like someone, they get to know that person, become friends with that person, but that person never liked them to begin with. So it's kind of just like, hey, I like that guy or that girl, and you become friends with that guy or that girl, but they don't like you that way, but nothing's ever said, and then, once they say they're not interested, you're like, oh, I was friend zoned. So it's, yeah, either way, you get it, you get how it's going. So the other thing too, okay, is that when you get a girlfriend or a boyfriend, okay, you gotta start off slow. You don't want to just jump right into it. And another thing too, is that statistics actually say when you actually get a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or you get in a relationship, I should say, you actually lose a few friends because you neglect your friends. So you definitely, you gotta put a lot on the table, okay? You gotta look at where things are going. I'll tell you this right now. If you ever actually fall in love with somebody, you are going to just forget everything. You're just not gonna really focus on everything else that much. Hanging out with your friends, you don't you might not hang out with them as much. Not for everybody, but for a few. And you really gotta, not lose, friends in your life. And I don't even have a list for this advice, okay? I'm like totally rambling in front of my mic. But I think you get it. Watch out for your friends. Get to know the person. Be friendly with the person. And, eventually, and this is the other thing too, eventually is going to have to come to time where you actually will have to get the courage to ask that person out. So, first off, get to know them, and all that good stuff. But when the time actually comes, and you'll know when the time is right, to where you actually ask the person out, and if they want to go on a date or something, you'll figure out the answer. They'll obviously yes, no, and the thing is, if they say no, you just gotta move on. It's hard, and I know the biggest fear, especially for guys, I don't, since I'm a guy, this is coming from a guy, I'm pretty sure the biggest fear guys have is the fear of rejection. And for some reason, something so simple is it's so constricting for a guy for some reason. And I mean, I don't know what it's like for girls. Again, that's why I'm only speaking for a guy right now. Is the fear of rejection. So you've definitely got to build up the courage to ask that person out. And yeah, I mean, if they say yes or no, you just deal with either or. But in terms of advice, guys, that's really all I got. I didn't do this huge list or anything, and I just figured it'd be best if I just cover this topic and do a Let's Get Personal, because it's been such a long time, and that's why I kind of ranted a little bit at the beginning. But with that being said, though, hopefully some of this advice is decent for you guys. Apologies if it's not the best advice now, but hey, I figured I'd cover it anyways and just talk to you guys about it. But with that being said, though, if you guys want to hear any more Let's Get Personals, be sure to send them down in the email down below. Did this advice help you? Do you have advice to give? Let everybody know in the comments below. If you are a player, if you know what I'm saying, just leave it in the comments below if you guys have advice or all that good stuff. Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more great content, and I will see you in the next one. Toodles!